So let's go to the next add-on. The next add-on is, okay, Greasemonkey. Greasemonkey is, let me just make it simple. So let's go to a website like Twitter. Let me just go here. Twitter.com. And on Twitter, let me just see the different experience. So this is the experience in Mozilla Firefox with, so Greasemonkey, as soon as you install it, you get a little monkey here at the bottom of the screen with a smiley face. So in Internet Explorer, let's say I'm on Twitter. If you notice, there's only so much you can do with it, but with a user script, what happens is I can do something more. So let's say still working on the YouTube video. It's taking long. Okay. So what I can do is I can add an emoticon to it. So let me just choose one from here. Okay, I'll choose the one that's sweating, and then I just tweet that. And so that pops up over here, but I wouldn't be able to do this if I was using Internet Explorer. So with Internet Explorer, it doesn't give you these options to extend the browser to do things like that. Now, I mean, so there are tons of user scripts for tons of websites. So it's pretty. So to get to user scripts, all you do is you go to userscripts.org. And then, based on the website that you're interested in, you'll probably find something. So there are lots for Google, there are some for Flickr, YouTube, Yahoo, and so on and so forth. But there's an easier way. There's an easier way to find user scripts, and that's the next add-on. The next add-on is Greasefire. And now what Greasefire does is, usually a website that does not have a user script written for it won't have the background of the red and yellow at the bottom here, if you see. So let's say, for instance, you go to Quint Careers. I don't think anybody's written a user script for this, so it's just the smiling monkey. That's about it. But if you go to, I don't know, CBC News, yep, somebody's written some user scripts for this. That's how you know. And now what you do is you just right-click here, and there are 5 scripts available. You click that, and then you can have a look. So some person wants to hide CBC News comments. So for instance, if you're not a fan of the comments, maybe they're a little too silly, maybe they're just too, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't suit your preference, you can simply go at the bottom here and install this, and the next time you're on the CBC website, the comments, in all likelihood, they would have vanished. Okay, so let's move on to the next user script. The next user script, pretty simple, very handy, is hide menu bar. What the hide menu bar does is it does just that. It hides the menu bar. Usually Firefox has your menu bar like this, and so all of the space is wasted on the right over here. So you can save that space by installing this add-on, and you can just activate the menu bar by just hitting the Alt key on your keyboard, and you're good to go. Okay, the next add-on. Let's move down. Okay, the menu editor. This is something fantastic. I never knew about this at all. So what the menu editor does is, sometimes you don't know what the right-click options are there. Like, let's see here. So there's view page info, there's view page source. I'm not a techie guy, but let's say I don't even know what view page source is even for. I don't even know how it helps me. So what I can do is simply go to the add-on, and then go to the options, and what you can do is basically these are all the right-click options that you have, and I'm sure you can edit. I mean, I'm sure there's more to this add-on, but I just want to show you the way I use it. So let's say that view page source, I don't know what that means. So view page source, what I can do is just highlight that, and I can hide it. So hide it, I hit apply, hit OK. And the next time I right-click, I don't see the view page source. And so basically, you can basically remove the clutter from your right-clicking and, just keep the essential elements and you're good to go. Okay, so the next one. Okay. Personas. What Personas does is it simply personalizes your browser a bit more. So let's go to the bottom, activate one here. The most popular, let's say, is, I don't know, Firefox, maybe Sunset Over Water. So if I click Sunset Over Water, it changes the whole skin of the browser. It gives it a whole different feel. So if you like it, you can basically change it according to your mood, I guess. Play around with it. For me, I'm just okay with less loud colors. So I'm just going to go back to the 7 days, and it's a very sort of pleasant, simple color. So that's done. Okay, onward to the next add-on. Read it later. I'll come back to this in a minute. Smart Bookmarks. The main reason I use it is simply to hide the bookmark names in the bookmarks bar. So for instance, if you go to your Internet Explorer, for instance, the names of the bookmarks are sort of there. I mean, you can sort of rename them and make them really small, but at the end of the day, they kind of, if you have too many bookmarks, it can clutter this whole space. So with Firefox, I recognize the websites by their icons. So you can just move your mouse over, and it sort of extends and gives you the full name of the website that you're looking at. So that's that. Okay, the next add-on. The next add-on is Smoothly Close Tab. So if you've noticed, it's just an aesthetic thing. So if you close a tab, it just sort of it's a gradual and a smooth sort of closing, So it does that, and you can adjust the speed and whatnot. So that's that. Okay, next add-on. Okay, the stop and reload button. So in Internet Explorer as well as in Firefox, both the stop and the reload buttons are separate, but their function is somewhat similar, right? In the sense they're very closely integrated. So somebody has decided to make an add-on that sort of clubs them together. So let's say you want to go to a website like Wikipedia, and now just focus on the area where it says reload here. As soon as I click on go, it turns into a stop, and then that turns into a reload. So it's the same button, and you basically have both the functions in the same button. It just saves space. It's an aesthetic thing. So